late March 2008, the Okanagan Nation Alliance hosted a 4-day conference called Boys Group Train the Trainer at Spirit Ridge Resort and Conference Center. Located in the heart of traditional Okanagan territory and next to the Inkameep Desert and Cultural Interpretive Center, this venue was the perfect place to hold the conference. The conference opened with a circle led by Leon Lewis, and welcoming remarks were made by Chief Clarence Louie of the Osoyoos Indian Band and Grand Chief Stuart Phillip, Chairman of the Okanagan Nation.
I really looked at your agenda and I thought it's so cool. It's, what you're going to be doing here over the next couple of days is involving the culture, a lot of the cultural programs. I see a lot of culture on that agenda, and we need more of that. And that's why we put a lot of time and effort into this cultural center.
I've always believed that when the challenge is so great and the need is so great, that there will be people like yourselves that will rise to that challenge. And I believe that all of us that are here are not here by accident. We were chosen to be here, to be part of this experience that's going to happen in the next couple of days. And we have gifts within ourselves that we need to share with others. We need to open doors for people that are living very troubled lives. We need to extend our hand to them and to help them to find a better place and to find greater purpose in their life.
The surrounding landscape is magnificent, with the Osoyoos Lake in the background and ponderosa pines and grandfather sage spotting the valley and surrounding mountains. Nearby, and sacred to the Okanagan people, is Spotted Lake, a place of healing and gathering for the millennia.
But a long time ago, our people knew each circle. There's 365 circles here, one for each day of the year. And each circle has a different type of medicine to heal you. I really enjoy working with the young people. I share as much of the culture as they want. And I teach them a lot about the sweat lodge, some of our winter dances, our powwows, going out and gathering our foods, our speetlum, our sea berries, fishing, hunting. Everything we need is here on the land, and our place names are here, our songs. There's just so much to learn about our culture, and so fascinating. I could never learn enough myself.
In this setting, the conference focused on the dire need to support Aboriginal male youth who are at high risk for substance abuse and suicide. Young Aboriginal men, elders, leaders, teachers, and health practitioners from several different areas gathered to learn from one another. Believing that positive mental and physical health and well-being, rooted in the traditional cultural approach to healing, promotes cultural continuity and self-identity, the focus was to engage male youth in traditional healing practices.
And the young people feel they don't belong, What I'd like to see happen in this conference is to find ways and means that to reach the people that they are belong, and that they have roots.
This is the second in a series of events that are training events for workers that work in First Nations to deliver programs that are specific for adolescents in increasing cultural continuity.
The teachings included support from and interaction with Aboriginal elders, leaders, and teachers from several bands. Practical teachings included 5 modules on a range of topics: how to start a boys group, men's roles in contemporary society, traditional manhood practices, how to connect youth and elders, and unleash your leadership potential.
I always use the example of counseling. I'd counsel a client for a month, and we'd put an individual in a canoe for a week, and watching the growth within a week in an individual that is canoeing, comparing it to 1 month of extensive counseling, I found to be a real awakening of who we actually are as First Nations people. And I found that to be really incredible because you feel trust with one another instantly. If you've never trusted anybody in your life and you got in a canoe with 12 other people, you felt a camaraderie happen right away and a trust, and you felt the power of nature because you could touch the water and you could feel its power.
Using the canoe as a metaphor for life's journey was a powerful theme. Motivating then training the young men to go home and share what they learned within their own communities was a major focus of the conference. Helping them to find ways to use the resources within their own communities was another.
Well, one of the most important things that I've recognized in a lot of the community work that we've done with Aboriginal communities across the provinces is how important it is for them to really begin to understand what services and what workers they have available within their own communities. And a lot of the meetings that we attended, people were not aware of all the services that were available. So we developed a mapping project. It is basically like you make the map however you want to make the map, right? And we had groups broken into different tables, and we assigned them with certain things to be able to have them utilizing looking at the elders in their community, looking at traditional practices, looking at resource use, looking at human resources and programs and services within their community, all at different tables, and then they'd all bring that forward and be able to have an actual visual picture, and then we'd build a big circle of their community, and each individual stands in the center of that circle. So that's how we utilized the maps for that process.
Adding to the modules were hands-on group activities including traditional practices like smudging, morning swims, drumming and singing, visits to a sweat lodge, a trip to Spotted Lake, and a wonderful pit oven feast. In 4 days, it was an amazing experience to watch these young men grow and begin to find their voice.
Christopher Campbell, and I'm from Soda First Nations.
My name is Casper Lincoln. I'm from Okanagan Nation.
I'm Fernando John from Sugarcane, just outside Williams Lake.
My name is Lucas Van Stone. I'm from the Okanagan Nation. I believe it would be essential for the culture to recover, for the youth to find a better route than drugs and alcohol.
Well, coming here has really inspired me to use what I'm learning down here and bring it back. Such as the sweat last night that we had was really, really good. And we do have sweats up there. I rarely ever attend them. So it sort of jolted me to want to attend more and to get more involved up there.
Theron River Remington Walker. I'm from Oberley Lake, BC. And my Cree name would be CP Winyani.
That's definitely a learning experience. Never did nothing like this in my entire life, so there's a lot of things I didn't know about Native people, like how stuff was so sacred to them, how they took their culture seriously here. So kind of opened my eyes up a bit.
Like, I think we could grow together as a team or whatever, like more better with that. And I'm glad to get the opportunity to meet everybody.
Pretty much everything stands out. It's meet new people, new stuff I never did before. It's actually my first time being down here too. Farthest I've ever been from home. I want to learn more stuff, more of the culture and all that, getting along with more of the elders. That would be actually a pretty good thing to do. And get in touch with them back in with our own cultures.
As they spoke of their experiences throughout the conference, it was obvious that they had all been touched in a special way. On the last day, Elders and leaders gathered in a closing circle and encouraged them to step up and proudly take their place within their communities and to expand their teachings regionally, building and improving life for other young men.